I am very exhausted of seeing this online, and you know what? I want this to be clipped too, so that people see this and it stops happening, because I'm honestly really fucking tired of it. So I didn't expect this to upset me as much as it did, but I think it's unfair that I feel like this pretty much only happens to me out of everyone in Nijisanji En, at least. I don't know why everyone is so openly comfortable doing this. I don't really understand, because I've addressed it multiple times. I've said not to do this. I've asked politely, and it's nothing you guys did. I feel like this happens to a lot with people not in my group. So if you think you know who I'm talking about, I don't want you to comment under this post or anything like that. I'm tired of people bringing my health condition up as a means to talk about me, rate me, rank me, put me in any fictitious scenario like that shit is for your entertainment or a joke. I'm tired. I don't know why this keeps happening to me, of all people in Nijisanji. It's happened with shipping stuff. It's happened with tier lists, and it's always like, oh, well, we did this because you're frail, or oh, you're unhealthy, or oh, I don't know you, you're not my friend. I don't want you to bring up my real life health condition for your tier list, rating system, ship art, whatever the fuck it is you're using for your amusement. I'm really tired of it. I am pretty much fine with every other thing being joked about me. I'm pretty chill about everything, but I'm so exhausted that this keeps happening to me. And what really upsets me is, if this happened to everyone in Niji En equally, I would understand that maybe it's just people online not thinking or whatever. But the problem is there are other people in Nijisanji En that have talked about health issues, and they don't have to deal with people bringing them up in these fictitious scenarios all the time. I don't want to name names because I don't want anyone to like talk about these people that I've health issues to, but they've spoken very publicly about them, maybe a little bit less than me, but I feel like they're never judged or rated based on this factor, or never like, you know, joked about because of their health or whatever. And like, it's not even like a funny casual joke that my friends will say in passing and you'll like, you know, be too comfortable and repeat it in chat. It's not even that, because I honestly feel like that's a little bit more understanding. But it's like, you're trying to rate my abilities at anything based on my health condition, and I don't think that's fair, because the only reason I even talk about it is because I want other people who have similar health conditions or chronic conditions to feel like they're not going to be inhibited by their condition, or they can do what they want based on their condition. And it's always sad to see that I am rated, shipped, put in these fictitious scenarios, talked about for people's entertainment, and put almost essentially down, put as like the weak person, the person who needs saving, the person who can't do a thing because of my health, or I'm unable to do this, or I need help doing something, or whatever. And whether or not that's true in real life, I don't think it's fair to always be brought up. I've been living with this my whole life. It's not a joke to me. I'm tired of people online being very comfortable. And like I said, if you repeat a joke that, like, let's say like Enna or one of my friends said about me on stream, and you think it's, you know, fair game, whatever, because that's like honestly more understandable. But it's when we get to like people shipping me or people rating me that I'm really, really exhausted, upset, and tired of it. And like I said, most stuff doesn't bother me, but this is one of those things where I just really think like it's getting ridiculous. And I think the fact that I've had to address this so much is super irritating, because like I said, I talk about this partially. Yeah, sometimes I'll joke about it because I'm like, you know, trying to figure out my own way to cope with it. If you repeat that, I think, you know, maybe I shouldn't joke about it as much. Okay, fine. But when I talk about it seriously, and then it's like, that's the only thing that people will, you know, surround me with or whatever, it's really annoying, and it's really upsetting, and it kind of feels like I'm being put down. And I already got put down by God, motherfucker. Why you doing it too? Like, why you gotta add on to it? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no point. And I talked about this when I did the hero villain tier list on my stream, when my whole chat was trying to put me at the bottom. Not all of you guys, of course, but like some of more casual people, because of my health. And I was like, hey, I don't like that. I don't think it's funny. And now it's happening again. and it just keeps happening. I said that last time in front of like 4,000 people. I thought if I said that and it got clipped, people would kind of know, but I guess it's still kind of hard to reach. I just don't want to have this brought up all the time. I don't talk about my illness for pity. I don't talk about it because I want you to feel bad for me. I talk about it because I want people who know or have similar problems to understand, like, you can do what you want, or you can find your way in life. Maybe through help, which is fine. It's fine to ask for help. Okay, if you're unable to do something by yourself, it's fine, which is why I don't like me being put lower because I might need help with something. You've probably needed help with something too. It might not be based around your health, but I guarantee you haven't figured out everything in life on your own. And I talked about it so these people could know, like, you can do what you want and not let it hold you back. And I did that because, like I said, there were other people before me that did it, and it really helped me feel like I was able to kind of, go where I wanted in life, or figure out a way to, find a happy place despite my conditions. And to see that it's always brought up as a way to, like, put me lower than others, or put me in a position where I require assistance for people's entertainment, is not amusing to me. I don't find it entertaining. I don't find it funny. I just find it annoying and disrespectful. And I really hope I don't have to say this again, but realistically, that's asking for too much. I'm gonna have to do it again. And like I said, if you've ever made a joke about it in passing and it didn't land correctly, that's more understandable. But it's like the ship art, the fictitious like tier lists, ratings, talking about me. Like, I'm more than my condition. I feel like I'm pretty funny. I'm pretty entertaining. I'd rather you rate me based on other factors, because when you rate other people that have chronic conditions and you don't seem to take into effect or factor in their chronic health conditions, but you only seem to do it to me, it seems very targeted. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know why this only happens to me when there are other people that talk about having health problems. I know I talk about mine a lot. Mine affect me pretty much every day. It's very hard to live life when you're constantly in excruciating pain. And if any of these people experience what I went through, I guarantee they'd be more considered or not be alive right now, to be honest with you. Okay. They call my shit the suicide disease for a reason. It's not a fun time, okay? So I'm tired. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, I just want this to stop, and I know it's asking for too much. And I know me addressing it is probably gonna bring attention to it in a way that I don't want, or cause people that dislike me to use it against me. Whatever, okay? Fuck that. It's more when, like, people that actually are supposed to be neutral or don't have a disdain for me factor it in, whether because they didn't consider it or because they were too comfortable doing so. I would just like to ask if you would stop. That's pretty much it. I don't think I'm asking for too much. I don't know what else to say, but it's getting really upsetting. I don't know. And I want to reiterate, if anyone did this that you see online, I don't want you to attack them. Just don't even comment under their shit. Just leave it as is, okay? They'll see this if they do, and if they don't, they don't, whatever. I don't want you to bring it or shove it in anyone's face that you think this might apply to. This applies to a lot of people. This has been happening for over a year. This keeps happening. This happened when Hex debuted. This happened when Zally debuted. Not because of them, but because of their character lores. This happens with tier lists. This happens with fucking everything. I don't know why I'm always factored in because of this thing. I would like this part of me to be excluded from your judgment for your amusement, your shipping for your amusement, your art scenarios for your amusement, whatever the fuck you're doing. Don't factor in my health if it's not being discussed seriously and appropriately. If you're doing it to add to my character lore because you have some headcanon about it or whatever, it's not a part of my character. Okay, it's not a part of me being a VTuber. It's not something that NIJISANJI told me to do. This is my real life, and I'm tired of it being joked about for people's, or brought up for people's amusement, which, like I said, I feel like is probably asking for too much, but whatever. I just want to say it, so I feel like I don't have to say it anymore. I'm just going to try to put you into my perspective if you're one of those people who still thinks like, oh, like it's one thing, you shouldn't be so upset about it. Imagine you wake up every day with the worst if you've ever had a migraine, imagine that, like probably a little bit worse. Okay, you have that every day, you wake up with it, you go to bed with it, you have body aches, you're fatigued all the time, because when you have a lot of pain and health problems, your body is fatigued because your body regenerates and heals when it sleeps. So if your body is constantly broken, you're constantly tired, and you still are able to stream and be the funny guy on stream, and you try your best to put on a strong face even in days where you don't feel good. And then you're constantly reminded online by random motherfuckers you don't know. Hey, you're sick, by the way. Hey, you have a health condition. Hey, you're weak and I'm lowering you this because you're frail. Oh, hey, I think I'm gonna ship you with this character because you need saving and they heal people in this fictitious scenario even though your health condition is real. Like, imagine that. Who the fuck would want to experience that? Be fucking for real. You wake up, you are having a rough day. Your job is to be an entertainer and be entertaining. You're gonna go on stream and still be the funny person despite you not feeling good. And all you're gonna see is people reminding you that you're not feeling good, reminding you that you're lower, weaker, need help, whatever the fuck it is, because you're not feeling good. It's not a joke to me. It's not something that goes away when I end stream. It's not something that stops when I look on Twitter. It never goes away. So I don't want it being talked about so casually. I'm a person. I'm not just your entertainment.